Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let's talk about summary of history of a religion. You know, Holy Quran is the book of Islam, which has no errors, no mistakes, no prejudice. Surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran has said that Islam is the true religion which we are supposed to follow. Let me talk about the history, how this has started, a little bit to understand. In the Holy Quran, it has been mentioned, if we have studied the meaning of Holy Quran, we have studied about Prophet Adam. So we humans are actually referred as Adam. So this is how it was started. Adam was the first man, and how it spoke about before him, there were angels, there were jinn who were made of fire, who used to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the whole time, and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made Adam in a totally different way, and he told everyone, come prostrate in front of Adam. And Iblis, who was actually made of fire, he said, why would I prostrate in front of this Adam who's just made of clay, and I am made of fire, and I worshipped you for thousands and thousands of years. I deny to do that. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cursed them, and how he took him out, and how Hazrat Adam and Bibi Hawa were living peacefully with each other in a garden, how he came and how he brainwashed them. We know the story. How do we know the story? We know it because from the Holy Quran we read it. I don't want to get into deep into that, but I will start with how the world started. When they came on the earth and started living their life, having babies and having children, we know the story of Habil and Qabil. How one of the son, Qabil, was jealous of his brother, that dad loves this brother a lot. He is so very nice guy, his favorite guy, how he became jealous and killed his own brother, the first murder that happened. Yes. But after that, how their children started living their life in a small communities. They were having a very simple life. This is the history that I'm talking about, the religions. This is how the beginning of the world started. So they had very simple rules. The rules were always be thankful to God, worship God, be kind towards each other, help all your brothers and sisters, help all your relatives. That's it. But once they started having more babies and started having group of people, they started dividing into tribes. Yes, that is important. When they had more tribes, the people started migrating, going further. Now in this way, there were two kind of people. Few people who used to follow Prophet. Yes, all the time they were Prophet. After Hazrat Adam, there was also the Prophet who used to guide them to the right path. We know that there are many unpopular prophets that we are not even aware of their names, but all the time they were prophets who used to guide people on the right path. So now the prophets are guiding them, they are living their life, but there are people still who are misled because they totally disagree with the prophets. They don't agree with what they have to say. So how did the idol worshipping started? One of the narrations says that when Qabil killed his brother and ran away, he started worshipping the fire, and then he started worshipping the stones because he didn't know who to follow. He's not following his own father, that's a prophet. He murdered his brother who's supposed to be a prophet. He was actually a mischief guy. He was listening to the whispering of the devil. So this is how slowly story with the mischief, misguidance, not following the holy prophet, slowly people are not helping their relatives, going out, started idol worshipping the fires, worshipping the stones. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to live a life. This was the beginning of idol worshipping. Now, when the generation started going more further and more further, population started increasing, crime started increasing. There were more lies and more stealing, more murdering, and there was fornications and many bad things that you can imagine of that's happening in this world now. And these are sons and daughters of the Adam, because the example it is giving, if you don't follow the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you don't follow the guidance of the holy prophet, you will be misled and you would not know where to go, what to do. Your logic is not going to work. You will be misled. Then we know about that, how the 4 books came, Injil, Zabur, Torah, Quran, and how one of the book was totally vanished, and people don't even know about the book. And then came the book of Torah, how it was changed by the human being. Just because it was changed by the human being, you can say the scholars of this time, for own desires. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, afterwards, after a few hundred years, He had to send the revelation of the Holy Quran to the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, and promise that he is not going to change this holy book. That's the reason this book has no errors, no mistake, no prejudice. There is no up and down, no rich or poor, no black, no white. There is no kind of racism. This is the holy book that we are supposed to follow. This is the book by the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. And these are the commands within that book that we are supposed to follow. And if we do not follow this book and a set of commandments, we know where we are going to lead to. Think of the story of Habil and Qabil and connect into now. Now the entire history is connected. All the 4 books are connected. And we have a very clear answer why we have to follow the holy book of Quran.